We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little babies. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we get God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game, and I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And he's got Rome. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
trying to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. So on fourth down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Pickett now from the gun here.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Pickett now on first down. Again, it's Johnson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
Gets through, and now an opening. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown! Noah Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
From the 29, Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind, and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and set him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Carr. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. After one, 7-3 the score. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The Saints at 4-5, a game under 500. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. He threw the touchdown pass on that last drive, his 20th on the year. And he'll start again here, first down. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 21.
Harris will start the drive out. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Eluded. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
They'll look to throw here. Harris has it over the middle. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Fielded at the 43. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Saints don't have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. This is Smith with a grab.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. He gets it left side to Johnson. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson from 4 yards out. And the Saints are once again back in front. Carr will look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now, the midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football, where we've moved past the unofficial halfway point of the season, and we got a couple of good matchups in the night games here in Week 10. Tonight it's North versus South in California, the Chargers and Niners from Santa Clara. And then tomorrow, Monday night, it's both Charles's birthday, happy early birthday, buddy, and the first primetime appearance for the Commanders as they travel up to Philly to take on the Eagles. A lot going on.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now Pickett. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Carr. And this one complete to Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Well, they sit him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
This should have been intercepted. Winds up falling incomplete.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
Back deep, Jakeem Graham. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
So we have reached
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Takes it.
Good looking return set up here.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So here are the Saints to take over. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. They start the second half with Kamara. Runs over it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr.
There's Chris Olave.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little.
Oh, what a juke into space. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
More yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Pickett to throw on 1st down.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Harris running straight ahead. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down.
Pickett back to throw.
Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Throwing now is Carr.
Olave holds it in.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Carr. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. Terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Kamara is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Jet sweep, Carr bats it forward. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Now left side on the swing pass, and he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Pickett. Steps away to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's a pass swung out left. Back. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. In this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
To throw, it's Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Carr. Touchdown! Traquan Smith. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got him in. It's Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Pickett.
Over the middle. It's Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. Again, it's Johnson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Pickett right back to the air again. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Pickett, open man downfield is Woods.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Another try after the first down sack.
Pickett
to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Third and long for Pickett. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. One final shot for Pickett.
Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it.